Alright, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. Hopefully this stream is back. My fucking computer froze up again. Midway through, and of course, it freezes up right when I'm getting invaded too. This is my first invasion. This guy is thankfully chilling and has decided not to kick my ass, but I ran back here. I was trying to use a homeward bone, and then I couldn't use it, and then I get here, and I can't use bonfire, and then I get invaded, so I'm gonna try to fight this guy. He's really not doing anything, though. Kind of feel bad fighting him if he's, like, in the middle of doing something, because I've literally been sitting here for, like, 3 minutes. Oh, he's dropping stuff for me. Oh my god. How nice of him. What an interesting invasion we got here. But yeah, my stream crashed. I had to reload it back up again. Look at all this stuff. I feel like I have to fight him now. Oh yeah. There we go. Yep, he's got poison. Alright, let's try this. I have no heals either, so this kind of sucks. It's gonna get me with that poison. Hold on. Inventory, equipment. Poisoned, son of a bitch. No! God, that sucked. My stream crashed and I got invaded and I had no heals or nothing. I really wanted to have a fun invasion right there, but that was very one-sided. I suppose, though, that guy's probably gone through probably 10 different invasions just getting slapped around. Usually these games kind of favor the host. Damn, that was... Well, it could have been more fun. Unfortunately, it wasn't. I was about to switch over to this. Anyways. Thank God I caught that quickly. I think I caught that almost the same minute that it crashed. Froze up. But yeah, that's invasions for you right there. Pretty surprised. He dropped me a lot of cool stuff though. Let's see what he dropped. He gave me a bunch of weapons. Gave me a +10 bandit great axe. Ooh. See what this looks like here. Oh wow. What else did he drop? I'm surprised it took that long for me to get invaded, but the more I think about it now, it's probably because that one guy dropped me a +10. I feel like this is kind of a... My level and my upgrades on my weapons are kind of off balance for sure, so I don't know if you guys are kind of new to the series. Usually your invasions are based off of your level, and they're based off of your weapon upgrades. If you have a +10 weapon, and you're like level 20, like... Most people don't have that type of... They don't have weapons like that. So those are the two factors that are taken into regards to invasion. Essentially, I think that's a big reason why I haven't been getting invaded, is because I've have a... Like, if you're normally playing this game and nobody's dropping you stuff, you're not going to have a +10 weapon. And if you are... you probably went through hell to get a +10 weapon, because you would have to go and gather a lot of different upgrade materials, and you know, I mean, I'm not level 20 anymore. What level am I? I think that's probably level 60. See, that kind of makes a little bit more sense. I still kind of think a plus 10 weapon at level 60 is probably not something everybody's going to have. That's not very common, but it's definitely very uncommon at lower levels. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense, but hopefully it does. You essentially, like, when you're invading somebody, the matchmaking, so to speak, is, it takes into account, you know, the levels. So what level are they at, and then their highest upgraded weapon. It doesn't matter if you're using it, or if you're not using it, or if you've tossed it away. If you've gathered a plus 10 weapon in your playthrough, and that, like, for example, that's my highest rated weapon, that is what it's going to be taken into account when somebody's matchmaking for an invasion on you. And I kind of forget what the scale is, but, like, I believe it's between 10 and 20 levels, or no, it could be, at least Elden Ring was like 30 levels, either lower or higher than you. So if I was to invade somebody, I would invade somebody either, like, I think it would be like 10 levels below me or 30 levels higher than me. And the weapon levels also, I kind of forget what that is. I don't know. There's a lot of variables that are into it that come into play, but anyways, let's level up. Can level up one time. Might as well level up strength. Then I am going to go and buy that one item. Where is it? Here in the Cardinal Tower. All right. And then with that too, I think I'm gonna end it here. I just kind of wanted to quickly get back and stream. I was kind of thinking about, like, fuck it. I was gonna end the stream soon anyways, but I wanted to stream once I got invaded. I'm like, man, this would be great to show off the stream. But that only happens if you're playing online, and it's not something that happens a lot. And typically, usually, you will, if you're the host, you will have a lot in your favor compared to the invader. Invader's more so just to be like a nuisance that you'll eventually end up killing. And I'm actually kind of surprised. I thought that could only happen if I was in human form, which I am not in human form. At least that's how Dark Souls was. Dark Souls 1, but I guess Dark Souls 2 doesn't really care about that. Or maybe I was human. I died. I'm not into the second stage of death here. I swear I wasn't human, though. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Interesting, though. But yeah, I like invasions. I like to play online because you can see the messages, you can see bloodstains. It kind of gives the game a little bit more life to it. But I can understand it might take out somebody's immersion to the game. So if you don't want to do that, you can always play offline. Though I always recommend playing online. Like, I would say play offline for the first, like, I don't know, a couple hours that you play the game, and then start playing online if you're new to the series. But I don't know, the online aspects kind of keep this game, or these games, they kind of give them a little bit more life to them. And I like being invaded. I like doing invasions in these games. I can understand why some people don't, but at the same time, I feel like you're missing out on a huge aspect, a huge, like, side aspect of the game, which is the online experience. And it's not like, you know, it's usually, like, that's another reason why I would say if you're new to the game, to start off playing online, or playing offline, because there is one thing that does happen with these type of games that I've noticed. It happened to me in Dark Souls 3. and it's definitely a big thing on Elden Ring for sure. But I think it's called twinking. There's a couple other names for it too. It's kind of similar to smurfing in like a online game, like your typical traditional like modern online game. It's where people will start off at very low levels. They will min-max their characters. People who know a lot more about the game than you probably do starting out. They will gather their friends to drop them like the highest upgraded weapon they can get away with to matchmake with you, and then they will come into your session and they will completely demolish you. It's not something you'll have a lot of typically, but I do notice that when you're first starting out in the games, some of these people who, I don't know, I guess they get tired of getting, you know, beat up in their typical invasions, their fair, quote-unquote, invasions, so they will play unfairly and kind of invade your world with huge benefits to their character in order to kill you. And a lot of the times they will, especially if you're new to the game, and that's kind of what they get off on. Kind of defeats the whole purpose of invasions, kind of defeats the fun of it, but yeah, I would say that's not a big issue, but it does happen. Regardless, though, it's, I think it was an hour and a half before that I was streaming on my first session. Now we've been streaming for 11 more minutes. I just kind of wanted to show off that invasion aspect, and yeah. Also was kind of bummed that I didn't get to, you know, say goodbye and close out my stream the proper way, and it just kind of froze up on me. So that happens a little more often than I'd like to admit. That's like the third time that's happened in the past 6 months, so that's kind of annoying. I don't know why it does that, but yeah, anyways, guys, thanks so much for tuning on in. Thanks for the support. If you're watching on YouTube, check out the Twitch. If you're watching on Twitch, check out the YouTube. It's Austish for YouTube, xAustishx for Twitch. And yeah, I'll definitely be playing more Dark Souls 2 in the future. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good night.